I was excited today to open my mailbox and find a box from Tad Marks in Cooksville, Maryland. What could that be? Well, I think it's going to be Lonesome Pine Rosin for me to try and to make a video with. So let's check it out. Well, let's open the box up and see what we have here. So, really excited to see this. It was sent to me by Tad Marks, who invented this formula made from pine from South America, taking him 20 years to perfect his formula. Hard to get open. Good packing job there, Tad. All right, here we go. He sent in the box, accompanied with some tissue paper. Okay, in the package, first thing I find is a few business cards. He's from Cooksville, Maryland, now sold on eBay. A sticker, which is cool, Lonesome Pine Rosin sticker. And a little sheet here. Let's see what it says. It says, your Lonesome Pine Violin Rosin comes with a 1-year guarantee. If there are any problems with your rosin, I will replace it for free. Please keep it in the container and away from cold and heat. Take a photo of the business card so you have my contact info. Spread the word about this rosin. Very smart, Tad. Okay, now inside the tissue, let's open that up. Well packed. Well, there's the tissue. And down to the detail, he sent in a beautiful little blue pouch so nothing happened to it. So I'm going to open up the pouch and I've got a bunch of stuff in here. Little mini rosin containers. I've got one that says Mini Rosin Smooth, one that says Mini Rosin Dark, and one that says Mini Rosin Original. Now I'm thinking that the smooth was made more for violins, the dark probably for cello, is probably a little stickier, and the original probably in between for viola, violin, and cello, whatever you like. So let's get started trying it by let's try the original first. So let me go get a bow and we'll start from there. Taking it out, let's see. It's cute, it's tiny, just a tiny piece of rosin here. I'm going to take a microfiber towel and wipe off the rosin a little bit. That's already on there so we can try the new rosin. And then I'm going to go for it and put some swipes on here. This is the original. Remember, I always put my finger on the metal there so I don't ruin the rosin. Turn the rosin a little bit, just like we've talked on other videos. I'm rosining the bow. Goes on nicely. I can feel the nice grip there. It's always exciting to see what people come up with when they make new products, and rosin especially. We all need rosin, and as we know, the rosin makes a big difference in our playing. I think that's probably enough. So I'm going to put it back in the case so nothing happens with it, and go get a violin to try it on. I've got a violin here. I'm going to try it. Well, it feels great. It really does. It's nice and smooth, but I can feel the real tack of the rosin at the same time. Has a real bite to it. Clear bite, a clear sound, and not overwhelming or pasty feeling. So far, Tad, you get a thumbs up on the Lonesome Pine Rosin. It's awesome. Now, let me get together here and let's try to give the dark a try. I've got a viola bow, just a nice cheap bow, $150 bow, so just a normal little bow here. Oops. Going to open up the dark and try this one on a viola. I like it how for the dark rosin that there's a different color cloth holding it so I can tell what it is. But here's a nice dark piece of rosin, nice and cute small piece, holding the metal there and putting the rosin on. I can again feel the grip of the rosin, which is good. I'm going to go up and down, turning the rosin as I do so that it stays flat. Even though this is a mini sample, looks like I can probably use it for a long time. Okay, I got a bunch of rosin on there. Put it back in there so that nothing happens to it. And let me go run over there and get a viola and see what it sounds like. I've got a beautiful viola here. It's a V Richelieu made in Vermont, which is awesome. So it'll be the perfect instrument to try this wonderful rosin that's made in the United States out. Very smooth and articulate. Let me see what it sounds like if I bounce the bow a little bit. So I need very little of this rosin and it feels great. Lots of bite, lots of clarity, and a very, very smooth feeling. I'm really loving this rosin. Now we just have one more to try, and that's the smooth. So should we try it for violin or viola? I guess I'll try it on the viola since I'm holding it. I'm gonna wipe off that dark one, and now let's try the smooth. Here's the smooth here. Gonna open it up. This has a nice green color to it, so green for smooth, I guess. Taking the viola bow, and as usual, holding the metal, just like I said, putting some swipes on there. Really wondering what the difference is gonna feel like here when I use the smooth. When it says the word smooth, it makes me feel like I need to use more, but I'm not really sure if that's the case. But probably I'll put a little bit more on this than I would on the dark one. Put it back in the container so nothing happens to it. I think I'm going to cherish this rosin, so I don't want any breakage or crackage or anything. So let me get the viola. Try about the same thing. The sound to me feels a little bit thinner, but really it doesn't feel much different. It's very smooth, it's articulate, and a little bit grippy, so I do like it. Let me see the strong grip. Now just one more test. I'm going to try the smooth on a violin. So let me go get a violin. Got my violin back. I'm going to wipe the rosin off again, get out the rosin. Now that I've used it once, this rosin actually feels sticky, which is probably a good thing. Gonna put some on my violin bow. Make sure I get all the way through there. That's how I do my rosining. If you've watched my video about rosining before, if you haven't, you should watch it. And while you're at that, it'd be great if you subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate all of the patronage that I have on my channel, and I do my best to show a lot of things, how to play things better, what products are out there, what strings are good. A bunch of students playing a lot of cool pieces, so subscribing would be awesome. All right, I've got rosin on the bow, gonna try it. Well, you know what? I'm pretty excited because that smooth rosin feels great on a violin. So I would probably use the dark rosin on the viola and the smooth rosin on the violin. And the original probably is kind of in between the two, so I probably can use that too. So I might want to just kind of rotate. That's even a better idea. So if I just used all three and rotated them, then my rosin would probably last longer, and the sound would just kind of mix into a beautiful harmony of rosins. So what's my final thoughts on Lonesome Pine Rosin? Well, I love it. Tad Marks makes it in Cooksville, Maryland. Spent 20 years making it with South American pine, perfecting his recipe. And I think you've done it, Tad. It's wonderful. So I can't recommend it highly enough. Lonesome Pine Rosin. Until I see you the next time, happy practicing.